What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, where I get to speak to incredible gamers across the globe. And today I have a gamer who is super dope. Now, she is a Twitch streamer. She is a co-founder of Twitch Black. She is hella entertaining. The one and only, we call her Cassie Bombastic.
You're so silly.
It's Cassie Bombastic.
Geeky Cassie, welcome to Too Many Games. What's going on?
I was not expecting you to do that. That was really good.
You wasn't ready. I used to be a dancehall artist, you know.
I know. What, you? Hold on.
Yeah, before I started this gaming thing, that's what I was. I was a dancehall artist for years.
Can you drop us the music, please?
Can I drop you some music?
Yeah.
Can I spit a bar?
Yeah.
I said, true, I'm a bedroom bully. I'm ready for God damage. I'm full of stamina, beg it. Yeah, so
my God!
That was my old life.
I was about to throw some cheeks.
That was my old life, but in my new one, I am a video game presenter, and you are an incredible streamer. Thank you so much for joining me on Too Many Games today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm excited.
What's really dope is we've been able to get to work together recently. We've done 2 streams. We did a Back for Blood stream, and we just recently did a Battlefield stream together. Yeah. But what I really love is before we even connected in this way, I was just aware of you. Like I used to see you on Twitter, then I checked out your Twitch channel, and I'd see you at like YouTube events and stuff. And I just feel like you're just so entertaining, you're just bubbly, you've got such a dope personality, and I really appreciate you coming on. So just wanted to give you your flowers.
Thank you. Let me have them all.
Before we start some games, but let's get straight into it. We're a short form podcast. We don't have enough time. Really quickly, if anyone doesn't know who Geeky Cassie is, break it down for them.
So basically, I would say that I'm an advocate of being able to be the master of your own destiny, regardless of what platform you're on, as well as doing streaming and creating. I'm a community manager for a group called Noir and co-founder of Black Twitch UK, but my day job is working with people with vulnerable adults and disabilities. So it's all about getting accessibility for them in the community and trying to transfer that as well to what I'm doing here. So yeah, and also I'm a gamer. I love gaming.
And you're a gamer,
chaos.
And you're an advocate of being bad at games as well, yeah?
I am. Do you know what? I need people to accept that sometimes we're playing on easy. Sometimes we're just a bit crap. That's fine.
It's all good. Do you know what? I hate this this shame of playing on easy. And it's weird because even me as a gamer, like I've been a gamer since a little you, and I'll be playing a game, and you know, like when you work in games, sometimes you don't even get the benefit of completing a game. Like we love, just like me, you love like story games and narratives and stuff, and sometimes you don't get the time to complete those. And it's jarring when you're like, do you know what? Let me just put on easy mode to get through it. But even in my own brain, my brain's looking at me like,
yeah, like you can do that.
You can do that, fam.
What are you doing?
You're not about that life, fam. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got the 2 devils in your shoulder.
You're weak, fam. Exactly.
Fam, you didn't eat your Weetabix this morning.
That's why I get ashamed. Like, even when I started on stream, I'm like, should I start on like, you know, easy on stream, and just like, if anyone asks what level you're talking about, like, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I don't know why that shame comes with it. It shouldn't be at all. So let me take you back a little bit. Yeah. And because me know say you're a young thing still, so you only have to go back a little piece.
No one's called me young at all for a minute, but I'll take it. But yeah.
How did you start in gaming, and not necessarily work? Just how did you start playing games? What was your first video game?
Playing games. Yeah. So basically, my house is a very competitive household, and my mum started us off with like Scrabble. And like we used to play, you know, those boards that had like snakes and ladders and Ludo on the other side and stuff. We'd have like those boards. And
you're not young, Cassie. You're taking it back that far. You're not young.
That's what I'm like, hold on a minute. And yeah, it started like that. Uncles playing dominoes, and like I think it's always been a thing of people bonding with games. And then my brother and I found GoldenEye, then Castlevania, and then it was over for me. And then Zelda. I think that was the first time I played a game by myself fully, and I was just obsessed. And it's just gone on from there, just continuously non-stop.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time for me is still one of my favorite games ever made. And I've got this Nintendo expansion pack and I want to play it, but I heard the emulator is really bad. So like I refuse to play it again until I know that it's fixed, because I don't want nothing to
take that
experience.
Yeah, I agree. So that's actually one of the games that I'd say is my favorite games ever when people ask me to list them, and I feel the same way. The memory is so pure and the nostalgia from it that you wouldn't want to take away from it not being the same experience that it was, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now I feel you. So right, life has been mad for the last 2 years. Like we've obviously been in a pandemic, everything's been upside down. But as gamers, one of our biggest complaints is too much games out there to play, not enough time to play them. And the one thing the pandemic did give us is a little more time. So what games was you able to play and catch up on? Like games from your backlog that you really wanted to play, or what games from your backlog do you still want to play? So you can either question for you.
Okay, I can't even look at the backlog right now because this week alone has added like 5 different games that I'm already stressed out about. But when we're talking about games, I started putting out story games. So like on a Tuesday, I do Storytime Tuesday, and I started like playing games that have really good stories and recommendations. So I think it's like the Quantic, like all of the Heavy Rain, then I did like the
Beyond
other ones,
Human.
all of the Telltale. Sorry?
The Beyond Human?
Yes. Oh, I did that. That was so good. So all of those games, I did not Control, but the one that's attached to Control and is actually a whole series as well. We were playing the game, halfway between it, there was like a show for 30 minutes in between each one. And then it goes into another game, Control, and that's all linked. So I
can't remember it. It's an Xbox game, innit? I can't remember it.
Yes, it was on Game Pass. It's gonna come to me. I want to say it's like Quantum something, but it will come back to me. So those. Then I started with Halo. Put that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back to this. So what else did I do? I played Animal Crossing for a very long time at the beginning of lockdown. I feel like that was my comfort game for a bit.
Geeky Cassie, I honestly feel like Animal Crossing was probably the best therapy any person had during lockdown.
Yeah, it was. It's really pure. Well, it was until you realize this man was running us for our money, and that no one talks about the fact that this man is a crook.
Tom Crook, fam. Tom Crook was out here pimping me.
Listen, he was like, so embarrassing.
Hey, Midas. Baby, I got your money. Yeah, I was like, I got your money, don't you worry. You get me? He had me out there like that. Like I was tricking for him.
Yeah. So that was me, and I had a tough life with him. When I kind of like, I really was onto like community games. Then I started playing Elder Scrolls Online, which was really interesting for me because, and it's obviously interesting timing because Elder Scrolls Skyrim had its like 10-year anniversary. But I played Elder Scrolls Online and I really enjoyed it, and it was a game that came out ages ago and I was like, I'm not gonna like it because it's like an online thing. Loved it. So yeah, all that I've done is keep adding more and more to the list. Played a lot of Back 4 Blood, like too much Back 4 Blood. People were like, please rest it for a bit. I just alone. I could even go through it. 2 years is a long time, you know. And because we were streaming a lot, we were playing a lot of games.
Yeah, no, so we've been blessed with a lot of great games the last 2 years, to be honest with you. But I've never played Elder Scrolls, but I tell you a game that we both really love, and it took me by surprise and I never really expected to. But then when I think about it, I can kind of understand why we both love it, is The Witcher Wild Hunt.
Oh my God. Okay. So isn't it, I feel like it's got everything. I think it's got everything that you would want in a game. And and I know it's bad, but I think every console that it comes out on, I would probably end up getting it. But I think it's so good. Did you watch the show?
Yeah, I love the show. And I love that Henry Cavill really took Geralt from the game. Like you can tell how much he loved the game. And Cassie, I've literally completed that game 3 times.
No, you haven't. Have you really?
I beat the game 3
I'm
times.
behind. I need to go on it.
No, I'm lying. I beat it. I have. I beat it 3 times and I've completed both of the DLCs.
Are you kidding?
Like,
I feel like you can. Listen, I would say that's. I feel like it's got everything that you need in a game, like story-wise, like the combat-wise. I even liked the card games. Like I thought Gwent was cute, especially because I used to be a Hearthstone player. So having a card game in a game, I'd spend so much time with that. And like the characters, it's just that was a good one.
Yeah,
but I would
it.
probably go back to it as well.
Yeah, I never played Gwent because I just couldn't get. That's probably why that's probably why you ain't completed as much time as me, because you probably spent 100 hours on Gwent alone.
Yep, exactly that. Do you think, not me asking you questions, but also, do you think that there's some games that you enjoy playing off stream? Like,
so I don't stream until recently. Like
I mean,
remember
kind of now you're a streamer, isn't it?
Was my first ever stream, but just on the opposite way, I enjoy playing games more when I don't have to review them, because I feel like when I'm reviewing them, even though I'm enjoying the game, I'm thinking about it on a different way. So like I'm thinking of points that I need to save. I'm making sure that my gameplay looks good because I'm recording it. I'm like opening every chest. Like I'm doing a bit more. Or I could be like, all right, I need to get through this because I need to get this review done, blah blah blah. And like people who don't get the luxury of us, like we're very lucky. 9 times out of 10 we get our games for free and stuff like that. And it is a luxury. I never want to make it sound like I'm complaining, but it's so much more enjoyable when you can just play a game. Like people don't know, said it a few times on the pod, I love The Sims. Love it to
Do you really?
I love The Sims. Like
do you download CC as well?
It's one of, no, I don't, because I'm a console gamer, innit?
Okay,
I don't even own a PC, so I'm playing it on my PS, but I will play it for hours and I don't do any content for it, because it's just a game that I just like to play. I don't need to think about content. I don't need to be like, it's just something to escape, and I love that experience where I can just play something and not think about anything else. What about you?
I exactly the same. And I think I 100% agree with you, because obviously when there's a game that's coming out and you want to like show content for it, or you're streaming, you don't want to spend all the things, because I like going through things slowly. I love the side missions as well. So then you don't really get a chance to do that. And it's not necessarily a complaint, because for me personally, when I'm streaming, my community's going in and I talk a lot, as you can see. So where like the story going on, sometimes I definitely miss that, because you know, you're engaging with community, like you're telling community to help you make decisions. And I think there's some games that I'd love to go back to and revisit it just off stream. And I think you kind of need that you need to be able to have a bit of both. Plus gaming's our respite, isn't it? Like that's what we use to relax. So if it's all work, you won't be able to have that, and it will feel like, oh, it's a job each time, when it's something that's fun for us. So I definitely think that there's some things you should keep for yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
To be able to enjoy.
Especially like me, I like RPGs, and RPGs are huge and they go on forever. So like a lot of the times I'll have like an RPG that I'm not going to do any content on, that I can just play on my Switch. I'm just on my couch and I just sit down and I just play it, and still have that escapism joy that you were mentioning. All right, Cassie, like the year's coming to a close. Like I can't believe how quick it's gone. And like we said, we've had some incredible games this year. You've been going in on Back 4 Blood. Give me 2 games that are in your game of the year conversation. So it doesn't have to be your favorite game, just the 2 games that immediately come in your head when you're thinking game of the year.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Deathloop and oh gosh, Back for Blood. Oh no, maybe.
There's a lot.
No, you put me on the spot.
It is a lot. It's a lot. I'll let you think about your second choice for a second. So Deathloop.
When you're like, are you sure you want to commit to this path? Now I have to be like, what games have I done? Okay, I'm gonna be looking at my library whilst you do this. But
so Deathloop was super important to us. Yeah. Like it having a black pro tag, it having a black antagonist, the feeling the world. But also the reason why it was important to me is I've never been a gamer who got into arcane games. Like that's never been the kind of games that I played. The Dishonored, all of those. Like I know they're amazing, but they've never related to me. So this being the first arcane game that's really related to me, and them just getting it to the T, oh, what a game.
Yeah. So that's exactly how I feel. And I've never been able to like play so I love cosplay. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. And I've never been able to play a character so easily without having to do too much, and I feel like I just connected with it. And the cosplay was so like received well and supported by the Deathloop company, devs, and like Bethesda. And it was just really nice for people to be able to like see it and be like, oh yeah, we recognize this. Even the dialogue between them felt like so authentic.
So sick. Yeah, your Juliana was on fleek.
Yeah, thank you. I loved it. So yeah, I would say to me that, and also the fact, it's not even the fact that it was just like, oh hey, here's like this, and it's focused on the fact that they're black. The game was good. Like
the game had nothing to do with them being black. They were just 2 general real black people, and that's something we've always asked for in the industry. We're not just like, don't stop giving us Mr. T. Not every day be rockers. You get me? Like, just give us people who are just normal and real like us, who have our swag and have our, you get me? Like a Miles Morales. It doesn't always have to be B.A. rockers, my guy.
Why are you like this? Oh my God. I mean, you're not wrong, but why also are you like this?
You know, it's true stories. All right, give me another one. Doesn't have to be your game of the year, just something that's really stood out to you this year.
Kena, Bridge of Spirits, the one that was on PlayStation.
Emberland.
That's a beautiful game. Like it looks beautiful. I know like people said it was quite challenging, but it's just so unique in the way that it looks like out of this world, and I think that's going to be something that people would say is game of the year. And it's just, I don't know, I think it's, I don't know, very unique in the way that it's kind of gameplay as well, and the story. So I think that would be up there.
I think Kena Bridge of Spirits is beautiful. I think it's one of the best looking games on the PlayStation. It's so impressive that it is a indie developer, because people think of them as thing, but Emberlands are the indie development studio. This is their first game. Like their bread and butter is animation. So that's why the animation looks so good. And you can see it. And you can see it. Yeah. Obviously the gameplay needs a little bit of work. It wasn't perfect, but you know, I feel like nothing like this is on the PlayStation. It reminds me of a Nintendo game. Like I feel like Nintendo have loads of games like that, and I think a game like this on a PlayStation library is really, really important. Geeky Cassie, I could talk to you all day, but we're only a short form podcast. Before I let you go, let the people know where they can find you. And if there was one specific piece of content that you want people to go and watch that sums up your personality, what would you send them to go and see?
All right. Oh my God. Okay. So, first of all, you can find me on like like nearly every platform, like Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as Geeky Cassie. And also please check out my platforms like Noir, which is I'm a community manager of, and they've just got amazing Black femmes on there that do really good work. And Black Twitch UK's got amazing creators and a whole list of them. Do you know what I would say? If you want to see my gameplay, Like, please check out like my live streams because I've got a very chaotic way of playing. But if you want to see the shambolic, capsulating way my personality is, just go check out my dating videos because I've been doing dating videos on YouTube.
Yes, she has.
They're terrible. Go and watch
You need to go and watch them. They are hilarious. And that is, thank you so much for joining me, Geeky Cassie. I've been Mr. Midas. She's been Geeky Cassie. You've been the MVP, Geeky Cassie. Say bye to everyone.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
We out of here. Peace.